Okay, hi guys. Sorry about the noise outside, but welcome to the last show from here in Philadelphia. Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the last show here in Philadelphia. I can finally reveal where I've been living. If you've ever wondered what was behind the blinds, this is the world's Fargo building, very big building, and you will recognize this. Maybe I can cut to some footage of Trading Places, but just amazing that this is where I ended up living. Anyway, so this has been my view for, must be approaching 5 years, definitely over 4 years now, and I have loved every minute of it. It has been crazy.
You need $50 for it.
No. This is a Rochefoucauld, singularly unique, sculptured in design, handcrafted in Switzerland, $6,955 retail.
In Philadelphia, it's worth $50.
I'm gonna do the last, there we go. Make sure my shirt is all nice. So, the last wristwatch check in Philadelphia. I am wearing, this is the Sapphire Speedmaster with the exhibition case back. But what happened, my good friend JD acquired a beautiful 30 T2 based manual wind, manual wind, incredible Omega, and it just sent me in this spiral. This has been very generously lent in by Moyer Fine Jewelers, because in the 15 years I've been a watch collector, 10 of which I've shared my insanity on YouTube, but in that 15 years I've always had an Omega, whether it was a Speedmaster or a Seamaster. In fact, actually, I bought this for the new war room. I might not own one right now, but plan to frame this. This was my first luxury Swiss watch. And I got this after playing endless GoldenEye N64 game, of course, kicking the proverbial butt of all my friends, much to their annoyance, especially on one shot to kill mode. I was absolutely lethal, bouncing grenades around corners, one shot to the head, boom, done. Nobody was as quick as me. And I even put a little bit of talcum powder in that joystick top, the controller, just to get that extra little bit of, I don't know if it worked. Look at all this rubbish. Look at this. I don't even know what's in these boxes. I arrived in America as a student with one suitcase and a laptop. That was it. And I was very, very happy. I think I had one watch. I had a Citizen Eagle 7. As I near the end of my collecting journey, should Omega be represented in my final lineup? Maybe my Tissot Janeiro is enough to tick that box, with its own incredible overlooked story I shared in a previous episode, as it paved the way as a progenitor of the Speedmaster. When I did have a butcher's look at some watches during my recent visit to Switzerland and Germany, while I was waiting to catch a plane at Zurich Airport, why was I drawn to the new plastic Simpsons swatches more than anything else? It's a testament to the power of nostalgia and how it seems to only increase the closer I get to the end of my own life, and further from those times as a kid actually watching The Simpsons, or a little later on, seeing the Speedy in that underrated movie, The American, and falling in love with the critical role the brand played in World War II, more than any other of the Dirty Dozen, as wonderfully depicted in the movie Dunkirk. Proust once wrote, "Remembrance of past things is not necessarily the remembrance of things as they were." Nostalgia can be defined as a sense of sentimentality for the past. Psychologist Neil Burton has explored it extensively, noting it to be more pronounced during times of transition. On a basic level, it's a coping mechanism of rosy retrospection, and more profoundly, it's a human cognitive tendency to judge the past more positively than we judge the present.
X-Wings! Death Star! TIE fighters! Mon Mothma's back! Remember the Rebel base?
I clapped when I saw it.
I clapped when I saw Darth Vader!
ATSTs! ATSTs!
Today, nostalgia porn permeates into everything to compete for your hard-earned dollars. It's creeped into every facet of contemporary pop culture, from movies to what we wear, listen to, and even ideologically, if we care to admit it or not.
Hey man, it's good to hear your voice.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but no title crawl, it broke new ground!
This is nothing new. One of my heroes, Marcus Aurelius, knew this and wrote about it often in his Meditations, my favourite book. It was a common recurring theme in plenty of ancient Greek and Roman philosophy. Okay, so I have arrived. I'm on the top floor. I'm in a hotel tonight, but moving into the new apartment tomorrow. But this view is a sign. This view is definitely a good sign. So you can probably guess where I'm at. Yeah, I'm back in New York. Oh, look at that! Did it hit the top of the Empire State Building? This is crazy.
The next day.
Good morning, and I'm all chiaroscuro. What a view, look at that view. It's the morning after the night before, but I'm wearing the Speedy now. I didn't wear it during the trip on the train. I had very heavy luggage, and rightfully so, because of course I scratched my Panerai, which is what I chose to wear. I don't mind. It's an earlier 40. It's not the latest in-house, more fragile, only 100 meters water resistance. It's the old, tougher one with the Fargo, built like an absolute carro armato, you know, as they say. But anyway, yeah, so I scratched it. Normally, I mean, me back in the day, I would have got upset, but I've let go of that chasing perfection. Slight OCD tendency that we all have. It's quite liberating. And I know people go, oh, you should earn those scratches and blah blah blah, and it builds character, etc. There's a certain element of truth to that, but I think more profoundly that scratch is now going to be a reminder of my last day in Philly. It makes the watch unique in not worrying about being perfect, not only in yourself, I guess we're talking life lessons here, but with your watches as well, and just wearing the hell out of them. They're supposed to be worn, right? It's quite liberating. So that's why I'm only wearing this indoors. I'm going to swap back to the Panerai, as you'll see when I'm outside. I want to wear my watches. It's important to me to wear them, to enjoy them. You know, they're tools for a job, and that's the danger of box ticking when you're collecting. You know, like you just end up having a collection of things that you don't really wear. Some people want to have like a curated museum, and I get that, but I want a collection that I wear and enjoy. You know, I put away in the bank vault for a couple of months or weeks, and then I put back in rotation. I want to wear all of them, and that's important to me. You see, this is the dilemma. Is this box ticking? If I buy it, will it actually stay? Will I actually wear it? It is obviously too big for me. It's on the very cusp of, you know, what my tiny little skinny wrists can handle, but I'm just looking in the viewfinder. What do you guys think? Are you guys like that, or am I completely talking out of my cooler, you know? I wouldn't mind that balcony over there. That would be... Imagine doing vlogs about watches there, you know? I've analysed and scrutinised the modern Amigas to death, and today's Speedy, or any new Seamaster for that matter, are as close to the most realised and perfected versions they can possibly be. So why do I still stalk grossly outdated vintage Amigas, especially models I have previously owned, constantly on eBay? It demonstrates that no matter what METAS testing criteria they include, or how super robust the modern materials are, the power of nostalgia still overwhelms practicality, as well as the common sense that I should know better. The ultimate universal inevitability is that everything and everyone face the passing of time. It is precisely this inevitability that we must therefore understand nostalgia and its potency in order to appreciate what was, what currently is, and what could be.
I mean, this is unbelievable. Look at this. There's no city like this in the world. Never was.
You act like you've never been here before.
Imagine this town in the 20s. The artists and writers.
You're in love with a fantasy.
I'm in love with you.
The Capolavoro Midnight in Paris explores the Golden Age fallacy and the idealization of the past, perhaps better than any other movie.
Nostalgia is denial. Denial of the painful present.
Oh, well, Gil is a complete romantic. I mean, he would be more than happy living in a complete state of perpetual denial.
This fallacy is called Golden Age thinking.
But rejection of nostalgia, or going too much the other way, and you become as doomed as Robert De Niro's character in Heat. Or perhaps better yet, our very own Hugo Mountbatten in the sequel we spoofed a few years ago. A chap inside once told me, "Don't become attached to anything you're not willing to say toodle pip to in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner." Without nostalgia, we lose touch with our own humanity. After all, what are we, if not an accumulation of our memories and scars? Nostalgia is therefore a universal flaw. It must be accepted and perceived realistically in order to fully live more in the moment, so we can enjoy what we have over what we had in the past. This is partly the reason why my own watch collecting is coming to an end, moving to what I believe is the next evolutionary phase of watch enthusiasm and collecting. And without giving spoilers away, I will reveal more in the coming months, so do stay tuned of what that exactly entails as part of this new era of urban gentry I alluded to in a video not so long ago. I've never actually been to the top of that, so that was pretty fun. So it is day 4, 5, I don't even know, but setting up the new place is taking a lot longer than expected, so I've just taken the afternoon to visit, well, my garden, my backyard, 10 minutes away, Central Park. Hasn't changed a bit. But yeah, I was just thinking about New York. London created me, Italy raised me, but it was New York that made me who I am, kind of completed me in a strange sense. It's no accident. The love of my life, my wife, is a New Yorker. Nostalgia played a big part in motivating me to move back. It can be used not just for, manipulated for the sake of marketing. It can be motivational as well. So I'll do wristwatch check. I am wearing my Panerai, as always, on the Riscani Watch Club Waffle rubber strap. It's my lucky watch now, so I've been wearing it for the entire move, and at home, the Speedmaster. Sorry if you hear somebody singing. This is what happens when you do wristwatch checks in Central Park. I would have worn my own Amiga, but I've sold it. That 1950s, that beautiful example, I traded it in. If you missed the video of unboxing of that GP, the Gerard Perregaux, I didn't want to have two gold watches that too similar like that style, so it was an upgrade. We live in an ever more online world, a semi-digital virtual existence, as proved by me communicating this to you right now as I narrate these half-baked words. Our own deep desire for continuity and the analog therefore also increases as we invariably digitize ever closer to a complete metaverse existence like Westworld. Our fascination with watches acts as a counterpoint to it, a tangible, real-world, trusted tech. while the digital AI revolution unrelentingly continues with all its impersonations of humanity that just come off rather sinister. This dated tech gives us solace beyond this cyber Skynet conversion and will always be on our corporeal form. Recently, in my Nevada Grenchen Antarctic review, I discussed why the real-world tangible special effects in John Carpenter's The Thing made it better than its 2011 movie of the same name.
And he'd go, what's going to happen here? And I would just say a joke out of black humor, like, you know, the guy's stomach rips open and turns into a big mouth, you know, and he bites this guy's arms off. And John would start laughing, and he'd go, you know, that's not a bad idea. The monster's constantly, you know, dripping goo, you know, and all that stuff. And that sometimes we use mayonnaise or cream corn, eggs for eyeballs, you know. It all looks good because it's real.
The imperfections of an analog reality over digital perfection that helps to give something soul. Art, of course, being the ultimate expression of this. For example, the way out-of-tune notes in blues sound so pleasing beyond explanation. Or the disorientating use of incorrect perspectives, colors, form and composition in classic paintings that all work together to communicate an ineffable feeling that simply will not compute or translate into ones and zeros. So I think this is a fitting place to end the video. How much of it is nostalgia? Do I really have to own an Amiga to be a fan? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Seamaster, Speedmaster, or none? I'll catch you in the next one from here in New York City. Don't forget to like this video. Onwards and upwards. Thank you for watching. Ciao.